Howdy, welcome back to the studio. I'm Sheila Kay, and I am here to show you my New Year's makeover. Now, I don't get my hair done that often. I get it cut every month, but I don't get it colored. As you can see by those 6-inch roots, you guys, look at those roots. And you know, it's good and bad. I wish I could keep up on it a little bit more, but you know, life is so busy. But it is time. So I wanted to show you the process that I go through when I get my hair done. So a couple things. I really like to have some depth in between my blondes. So you can see we dropped a foil and now we are doing this foil. The technique we're using today is called a balayage technique. And what that means is it's kind of lighter on the ends and it fades up into a more natural blend near your roots. So you don't just have, you know, that solid blonde all the way up to the root. And it's kind of a new technique. In the last, 5 to 10 years, we don't do just foils all the way up to everybody's scalp anymore. I mean, we do, but not all the time. So this technique works for me because of how busy I am and how crazy life is. It lasts. I can go almost 6 months between colorings. And yes, by the time I'm ready, I am ready. That is the truth. So you can see, holy moly, those dark roots I have, and they are ready to be brightened. But I love having the dimension. I do love having that dark in between. You can see she's pulling down one every other. And I love keeping that dimension in there. It makes the grow out nicer. It makes you not have to get your hair colored as often. And a lot of people are really opting for this option in their life. So this is my darling apprentice / daughter. She is actually so good at hair that I don't even worry about her doing me anymore. She knows exactly what she's doing. But she is my legal apprentice. I'm trying to talk her into doing hair for a living, and she says no. She's more my artist. She's actually good at many things, but art is her dream. So that beautiful painting behind my head there, or in front of you, you can see she's done that for me. I have a matching one on the other side of my room. There's much art throughout the studio, and it's all hers. So if anybody's interested in her art, give me a message. She can do something fun for you. But here we are, just finishing up the second to last foil. And you can see that the concentration of the color is more down at the bottom, and then it is feathered up towards the root near the top. And here is the final head of foils. Just a good look at those foils everywhere while leaving some roots. And now we're going to do eyebrows. Eyebrows, you guys, I'm passionate about eyebrows. I love making people's faces finished with a good eyebrow. So here I'm just showing you my blonde hairs. It really does make a difference if you have blonde hair and you need to get rid of some of that fuzz and you need to shape yourself a good eyebrow. Now I love that tattooing, but we got to wax in between. We got to keep getting rid of the fuzz. That tattoo will pop more and better if we keep it waxed and dyed. So that's what I'm showing you here. I am an eyebrow waxing guru. I love to do eyebrows, and I pretty much do every single client's eyebrows, either waxing or waxing and dyeing. So here you see the kind of wax that I use is a hard wax. If you use a soft wax, a honey wax, one of those liquid waxes that you have to put papers or cloth strips on, that has the potential to rip your skin as well as ripping out the hair. So I did that a couple times in my career 20 years ago. I was using the honey wax and it ripped some people's skin, and I did not like that. So I did go take a couple more classes. I needed to understand what I was doing and how I could never, make sure that never happened again. And the trick, you guys, is to do a hard wax, a Brazilian hard wax, or, there's different brands, but a hard wax is the answer. And I have never had a problem again. So you can see, you can touch this wax, you push it down, you can make sure that it's solid on that skin. And this wax only grabs hair. It does not rip skin. And you can use this wax, all over your body. Again, I recommend going to a professional. They are going to take good care of you. But I would look for somebody who uses a hard wax. And that is just my opinion. But I have done this for 30 years. And I can tell you the difference between ripping skin off and not. I definitely don't want ripping skin anymore. So we just go with the hard wax and we get the hair done. So here we are, and the waxing is almost complete. I love it. It's such a good feeling to have that done. Well, now is the fun part as well. We're going to go in and dye those blonde hairs. Now this is something that I do for a lot of my clients, the waxing, the dyeing, and just making sure they have the best eyebrow they can have when they leave the studio. So you can see my tattoo's pretty good, but that blonde hair does throw a wrench in the perfection of the brow. So I love getting this darker brown. It's not super dark, it's not black, it's just a nice rich brown. And we're going to cover all of those light fuzzy blonde hairs. And it just finishes the look, you guys. It just cleans up and gives you a great finished eyebrow. Now, some of you have great hair and some of you don't. I don't, hence the tattoo. But the hairs that I do have, if I color those in, I get a much better look without having to do anything. So boom, we got the color on, and you'll see it gets darker and darker as we go, as it sits. And it needs to sit a good 30 minutes. And I'm just showing you the different stages. You look like Marco. What do you look like? You look like Groucho Marx for a minute. Oh, I lost myself there. But look at those Groucho Marx eyebrows, right? It's going to be worth it in the end. And now the unveiling of the foils. Oh my goodness. I love a good unveiling. When you pop those foils off and you can see that light blonde on those ends, you know you have success. We don't want yellow. We don't want orange. We don't want super golden. I like my blonde to pop. Now, I have, medium to light hair naturally, so I do lighten easily. But I've been orange before or yellowy before, and I've learned that a good product is the key, and making sure you leave it on the appropriate time, and making sure that it is super light when you pop those foils off. Now those front foils right there, I had 4 foils that were traditional weaving baby lights. Look at that satisfaction. I love seeing that, you guys. Oh, so now we're going to shampoo, and you can still see them dark eyebrows. We want those to sit the full 30 minutes, so don't gyp yourself and take those eyebrows off early. And then I am known, you guys, for giving my clients a good head scrub. It is my pride. It's my business. I make sure that hair is clean and you get a good scrub. So I've been teaching my daughter to do the same thing, and here she is. Now, you can see my head jiggling. You see the camera jiggling a little bit. And you know what? That's okay. If you don't get a good jiggle when you're getting your head scrubbed, they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong. Oh, and here we are. So we're washed. We've got eyebrows. Look at that. Now that has no makeup on it. That is just eyebrows. And it's pretty great. But here is the finished product. You guys, it's so hard for me to be the model, but I'm doing it. And I want to show you the dimension in that blonde, but look at the blonde pop. Look at those eyebrows. Now that is a full face of makeup. Okay, so I do have makeup on. I have filled in my eyebrows just a little because when I do makeup, I like to finalize it and get it finished. And here I'm just can't be serious. I can't be serious and be a model, but we're going for it anyway. Here you can see the top, up the root, there's still a little shadow. In the back, there's still a little shadow. And that Blondo pops. And I love it. It makes me feel good. And getting those eyebrows finished right there makes me feel good. So I hope that you guys can get your good New Year's makeover. And I'll see you soon.